What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today I have for you guys another unboxing. Now, I'm not 100% sure what this is, but we are about to find out together. I know it's a knife, and it's definitely a big one. I think I know what knife it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's get this guy out. Okay, that don't tell us a whole lot. We are looking at the Grow EF125 fixed blade. So now I know exactly what this is. I was talking with Grow, and I said I heard that you guys had decent fixed blades, and if you guys had anything that would be interesting to check out. And they said that they had something in mind, and this is what we ended up with here. So you have a two-stage box, and this guy is wrapped up in cellophane to kind of preserve your blade and materials. This bad boy is coming in 14C 28N steel, guys. So that was one of the things I had said to them is, you know, I like D2 and a lot of people like D2, but more people like 14C 28N. And I said, you know, the viewers, the people that are hardcore into knives really like 14C 28N. So this is the EF 125 in 14C 28N. This is a hefty bugger right here. You're getting a black washed finish. They chamfered the edges of the top of the blade here on the spine of the knife. It actually looks very good. It comes down and then it kind of halts right about there, and it looks very good. Very clean looking. The handle is, that's nice and comfortable. I think that's G10 on G10. You have orange G10 liners, and then I believe, yeah, it's not FRN, so that's some sort of G10 on there. Then you have 3 bolts holding everything together, 3 on each side. Then you have a semi-pummel and lanyard spot in the spine here, integrated all into the spine, full tang construction. This thing is a beast. And then you get a Kydex-like sheath with this guy, and you get a Alti-like clip. Yeah, that's going to act very similar to an Alti clip. Looks very similar and should function very well. That's not just going to come off the belt. And then you could easily change this out to something else. Now, I'm not sure if Grow makes smaller knives, more of, you know, this could be EDCable, but I think it might be a little big for some people. You know, some people like and prefer something that's going to be a little bit smaller than this guy. This is going to be coming in right about 9 and 7/8 to the very tip here. So it's not really a small fixed blade. I do have something else. So here is kind of a typical size for a fixed blade like that I would carry, the Axial Alpine. So you're talking quite a bit more substantial for this EF25 here. Probably going to be more conducive to more of like a bushcraft, maybe around the farm type of a deal, maybe in a get home bag, bug out bag type of situation. This might do, you know, 14C is very tough, very corrosion resistant, easy to sharpen up, and it also takes a wicked edge as well. Easy to put a very toothy edge on it. Even I can do it, and I'm a very basic sharpener. if you could even say that. This has a very thick spine as well. I think this would make a great bushcraft style of knife here. So yeah, we're looking at 197 thousandths behind or on the blade stock there. And then we are looking at, so right around probably 25 to 26 right there in that particular spot. Turn that off. How about we get a quick weight with this guy too? I'm pretty interested because it's got some weight to it. So you're up at 8.8, and then you add in the sheath and the clip, and you're up around 13 ounces there, 13.1 ounces. So definitely a substantial package. That's what she said. I don't know about EDC for this guy. Maybe some people, depending on what your line of work is, what you do, you know, it could be done. If I had a different type of job, I would carry something substantial like this all the time. If I worked, you know, on a farm or depending on your job, this is definitely something I could see myself carrying. As a carpenter, though, this would be very much in the way. You know, a lot of twisting and turning and going that way, going this way. Something like this, it's a little too substantial, but definitely has its places. This might be a good candidate, or I think we're going to do it. This will be a good candidate for some testing and see how this thing holds up through a variety of different materials like we've done in the past with the tracker, the SE6, the SE4. We're going to kind of see what this thing is capable of. It definitely has the build and qualities that a very durable fixed blade is. I definitely have some knives that have a thicker blade stock that are built a little bit more beefy even, kind of the SE6, BK2 line of knives, but those are definitely, you know, geared more for one thing, where this might be trying to hit on a couple of different things. I really like this blade shape too. It's kind of reminds me of the Clairvoyant in a sense. It's got this kind of swoop look out to the tip. Still a drop point, but a nice, unique, useful blade shape there. And yeah, this is pretty cool. I don't know what these cost. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the overview of this knife. Why don't we see what kind of edge they put on this guy? Looks pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a thicker fixed blade around, you know, 20 thousandths behind the edge. Some people might need to cut a little bit other things other than paper. So why don't we see what it does against some cardboard here, something a little more dense. And it seems to really like that. That is pretty damn good. So this knife seems like a very good candidate to take out and test this guy out. I'm gonna guess that these come in, it's kind of hard to tell. These could be like 30 bucks and they could be like 50, 60 bucks. So it's going to be kind of hard to tell. I could see this with 14C, this kind of size, G10. I could see 60 bucks for this easily. maybe even a little bit more. I don't know that they're going to go that high. And I do not know. This is the first 14C I've had from F and Grow. So I'm not quite sure, the heat treatment on it. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty decent, if not good, to go. I think it should be, and I think it will be. So, for $60-ish, if it's even less than that, that is a substantial knife, a substantial piece of 14C. If this knife comes in, around 60 to 65 and under, I think that's a great deal for this knife. There are plenty of other fixed blades I've looked at in 14C that are easy $70, $80 knives, and that's where they start. So, 60-ish bucks for this. I think that would be a pretty good deal right there. We'll definitely do an overview of this guy, comparison, and we'll probably do a separate video for testing purposes on this guy, just to see what kind of talent the EF 125 has. Impressive that it's in 14C. I really like to see that over D2 and a lot of other steels that can be used in the 50 and under price range for steels. I would definitely take this. 10 times out of 10, 14C is a fantastic steel for toughness type tasks. And if you're going to be in environments where corrosion is a possibility or a huge possibility, 14C, is a good candidate. Very corrosion resistant, very tough stuff. Hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you think of this guy down in the comments. Do you have interest in varying sizes of fixed blades? Do you own any Bushcraft camp fixed blades? Let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Or just let me know what you're carrying. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I will catch you on the next one.